Are you still a member of the PDP?
Yes, I am. And I'm not leaving PDP.
Okay.
I told Fayose to his face, I won't leave PDP.
After a Channels television interview on Sunday Politics, spilling what may be termed some damning revelations, former Ekiti PDP Secretary Dr. Aluko faces arrest. That's our focus on the program tonight. Thank you everyone for joining in. I'm Imana Amawe and welcome to Politics Today on Channels Television, reaching you live from our studios in Lagos, Southwest Nigeria. Before we dive into the major issue of the day, we are keeping tabs on the proceedings at the Supreme Court in the nation's capital, Abuja, where the Apex Court is expected to give its verdict over the governorship elections in Akwa Ibom State and Abia State. Details will get across to you as they come in, but to our major focus of the night, shall we? Is politics in Nigeria truly a do-or-die affair, a game of interests where all players involved must emerge victorious? Curious, you might say, especially as every game should have both the winners as well as the losers. The June 21, 2014 election in Ekiti State may have come and gone, but the intrigue surrounding and ensuing dramas that have come up are still hot topics in the public domain. Well, is former secretary of the People's Democratic Party in that state indeed now a wanted man, with the Chief Magistrate Court giving an order for his arrest? The whole episode started with his naming names and the exposure of some alleged deals which he claims led to the rigging of the election in favor of the People's Democratic Party candidate, Governor Ayodele Fayose. Obviously, this has not gone down well in many quarters. Some argue that Dr. Aluko is only dissatisfied because he was edged out of the party unceremoniously, while he insists he is still a substantive member of the People's Democratic Party. However, this warrant of arrest is over perjury, allegedly, as Dr. Aluko is said to have testified under oath at a lower tribunal court on November the 12th of 2014 that the elections in Ekiti were indeed free and fair. In the meantime, on February the 1st, 2016, during an interview on Channels Television's Politics Today, Dr. Aluko alleged mass rigging. Let's take a moment and have a closer look at this case of alleged perjury, which was brought forward by lawyer Mr. Sunday Olowolafe to the State Attorney General.
It all started last year when a leaked audio tape about a purported meeting with some Nigerian politicians went viral online. The controversy has been on the role of the military and other security operatives in the Ekiti 2014 governorship election. A former secretary of the PDP in Ekiti State, a man known to be a former right-hand man to Governor Fayose, has come forward with what could be some very damning revelations. First, he brought evidence on his claims on the selected special security teams meant to mount blockade and execute, according to him, some strategies. 2014 governorship election?
Yes, it was rigged systematically.
How?
The agreement we had with them, there were 44 teams. 44 teams made up of about 11 per truck, Hilux vans, and they were supposed to have a contact person there. A contact person is somebody in PDP that's supposed to now show them where they were. 1,040 soldiers from under Brigadier Momo, and then a strong politician too, brought from Enugu another 400. And that's why the GOC is about losing his command. And because with that, we had more than enough to cage the whole state. What we did was to do to block all the routes into the state and to block all the APC control area. Them in their encourage 3 days before, they had targets that they were supposed to disrupt. They went to the APC houses, and then people that were disgruntled with us, they were in PDP then, but we didn't want to take any chance. So they were also listed as opposition. And they went there to arrest and put them in special detention camps. INEC was the second option. INEC was the second option because by May, in Abuja, we have given 1 billion to INEC.
Dr. Aluko's grievance is that he was betrayed by Governor Fayose after what he said was breach of trust and agreement they had on getting some political gains. He even told us that they sworn an oath on the stakes.
We saw by the Bible he betrayed God. So what are we talking about? Fayose betrayed people anyhow.
Went further to tell Channels Television the purported sources of funding for the election.
That's $35 million.
For election, $35 million?
Yes, it came in January. It came in June 17.
Were you there also?
I was there. We were there. I was there.
Who gave the money?
It came in. Obanikoro was just the courier, but it came in from ONSA.
Okay, tell us, who is the ONSA?
ONSA is the soup. It came in from.
The money was given cash from former NSA?
Yes. The strike team. It was 1 million per van, 1 million per Hilux van per day, and they work for 3 days. That's 132 million. And then for those people that blocked, it was 4 million for the period, and and we were talking about 16 local governments. That's 64 million.
Dr. Aluko's claims did not fall on the right side of some people, especially some of the people he mentioned. Governor Fayose's aide picked hole in the character of Dr. Aluko.
This man that is seated here is not a witness of truth. I was with President Adeyeye before the primary. I didn't work with Fayose. I was among the people who also advised Governor Fayose not to make him chief of staff.
Why?
Because I know his character, his person. Everybody knows in Ekiti how he was sacked from EXU.
I said I was not sacked.
Everybody knows in Ekiti how many students of EXU that were expelled because he gave them fake admission, fake certificate.
Other people whose names were mentioned in the conversation also reacting.
Nigerians to know this young man. I don't know him in person, but I would love to know him. I want them to know him as the biggest liar that can ever come out of the country. One, please. I would have loved to give Fayose money, more than even what he mentioned. I would have loved to give him more money, but I did not give Fayose 1 naira.
A lawmaker, Honorable Abdulkarim Abisodun, is angry that it was mentioned. He says he has never met Dr. Aluko and was never part of any meeting about the Ekiti election. He adds that he will seek redress to clear his name in court. The Ekitigate matter has become a yo-yo, and the military's role has always come under the spotlight. The validity of some of the claims and evidence brought forward is expected to be confirmed and prosecuted by relevant authorities. Sheung Okimbaloe, Channels Television News.